Lynn waited, and when no more information was forthcoming, he remarked, "You're downright comical." "Be specific. I can educate you, but I can't make you think, and you don't want to go through life with a puny thinker." Chuckling, Lynn strode around the hitch rail. "I take it back. You're not comical. You're a philosopher." The man smiled and offered his bony hand. "Abe Tucker, what might your handle be?" Lynn hesitated. He noticed the color of the man's suspenders. "Gray," he lied. "My name's Lynn Gray." "Well, Mr. Gray," Abe said, encompassing the hamlet with a sweep of his bony arm, "this here is Mason. It's named after an old trapper who lived in these parts nigh on 40 years. We have a population of 15 if you count that dog." Lynn gazed out to the southeast, out over the rolling grassland he and his brother had crossed, and then to the west, at the emerald foothills and the timbered slopes of the towering mountains beyond. Nowhere else was there sign of human habitation. "You must not aim to die rich," Abe Tucker laughed. "If money was all I cared about, I'd have opened my store in Sheridan. Last I heard, they have pretty near 200 souls. That's too many for me. I can only abide people in small doses." "We passed through Sheridan on our way here," Lynn mentioned. "I counted 3 saloons and 2 churches. If parsons served liquor at their services, Sheridan would have 5 churches and no saloons." Abe arched an eyebrow at the doorway. "You said we. Is that young gent who walked in a minute ago with you?" "My brother. He's not very polite. He bumped into me and didn't have the courtesy to say he was sorry." Abe paused. "I almost gave him a piece of my mind, but something in his eyes stopped me." "He's peaceful enough," Lynn told his second lie of the day. "But he's not much on manners. The young usually aren't. They reckon they know better than their betters, and strut around like roosters." Abe smiled. "I did the same when I was his age. But we all grow up eventually." "Some of us," Lynn said. He went in. The store was dark and cool, a welcome relief from the sun. For a small settlement, the store was well stocked, the merchandise neatly arranged. Salt, sugar, molasses, eggs, butter, all could be had. Canned goods lined a shelf on one wall. Tools, knives, and firearms were on display. Chancey was at the counter next to a pair of kegs. One was marked apple cider. He was filling a glass from a spigot. "This gob of spit's not entirely hopeless." Lynn stepped to the Cracker Barrel. "You would do better to eat. We didn't have breakfast." Abe Tucker moved behind the counter. "Anything that you boys want that you don't see, just ask." "How about a filly in a tight red dress?" Chancey responded. "I'm not in the painted cat business, son. The nearest women to be had for money are in Sheridan." "I figured as much," Chancey said. "And I'm not your son, nor will I ever be," he coldly added. "No offense meant." Lynn held a cracker to his lips, but did not take a bite. "Don't start," he told his brother. "You would think you'd learned your lesson by now." "I'm just saying is all," Chancey said. "People shouldn't call you their son when you're not." Abe glanced at Lynn. "I might touchy, this brother of yours." "You have no idea," Lynn said. But he did, and he worried that Chancey's touchiness would cause them to continue their flight. He changed the subject. "Tell me, Mr. Tucker, are there many ranches hereabouts?" "If 4 are a lot, then yes," the storekeeper said. "Looking to hire on, are you?" "I'm a tolerable hand," Lynn said. "When you leave Mason, head southwest. In about a mile, you'll come on Laurel Creek. Follow it west, 6 or 7 miles, and you'll be on the Bar M. That's the biggest outfit in these parts. But the owner, Seth Montfort, is particular about who he hires. It's not enough to know cows these days." "No?" "Of late he's been hiring gents who are fond of tie-downs," Abe Tucker revealed. Chancey's interest perked. "You don't say. What does this Montfort need with leather slappers?
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.